Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, 30th of December 2025, Aries. Today you're likely to find your routine too boring for words and may have sudden powerful urge to cut loose and play some serious hooky. Still, you may feel to put obligation. This conflicted feeling should pass, and if it persists beyond today, you might need to reevaluate certain areas of your life. There are lots of opportunities out there, and life is too short to be stuck in a situation that doesn't allow you to grow. Taurus, you could be feeling especially sensual and passionate today and you'll want to get together with a love interest. However, other responsibilities could get in your way and this could provide you with the perfect excuse to sink into gloom. But don't fall into the trap. Do whatever business that you're facing handled and out of the way. Or perhaps you can arrange to finish first, then set up for that hot date tomorrow. Gemini, you may feel a bit of disappointment today. You might tend to view whatever snags you hit with in the past to accomplishing your goals as personal failures, and if you let it, the idea could persist with you throughout the day. Try to remain objective and don't lose sight of the bigger picture. You haven't even lost a battle. At worst, it's a minor conflict. Chances are that if you continue working hard, you'll still win the war. Cancer, a rather disheartening phone call could come to you today, and this might bring news of a setback in one of the projects that is most temporary but nonetheless frustrating. You'll probably have to deal with some trivial details you'd rather not bother with, and this could come up too much valuable and take up too much of your time. Hang in there, you're still doing well. Don't let your frustrations get the best of you. Leo, after the rush of energy over the past few days, today you may feel a powerful letdown. Not every day can be filled with adventure and excitement. For now, you just need to take care of the routine matters that are the byproduct of life on Earth. However, keep in mind that there are many weekends coming up, and with the night kind of planning, you can get excitement back into your life. Virgo, a goal that you've been trying to reach may be temporarily stalled and you could be tempted to slip into despair, wondering if it really was meant to happen. Remember that the keyword for today is temporary. Whatever obstacles that are in your way will eventually be overcome, and your goal should be to continue advancing in the direction that you want. In the meantime, take care of your chores. They may be boring, but they're necessary. Libra, today you might realize that you need to take a certain purchase. Perhaps your home or car requires some more important repairs, or maybe some new equipment is necessary for work. This could prove disheartening, and it might involve some money spending that you'd rather use for something else. Think of the trouble this expenditure should save you, however, and you'll see the value of it all. Scorpio, the weight of too many responsibilities, perhaps involving family, a job, or group affiliation, could be very much on your mind today. You may feel like Atlas, carrying the world on your shoulders. You're tired. Perhaps you need to reevaluate your commitments. Your innate kindness may have caused you to make too many fulfilled things in once, but think twice before making any new ones. You're important too, after all. Sagittarius, you may have your ups and downs today. You could get at least one phone call of the good news, bad news variety, and this could have your mood swinging back and forth like a pendulum. Try to stay centered. Take the good news as encouragement, and as far as the bad news, try to let it be objective and figure out a way to turn it into your advantage. There is always a way, so please hang in there. Capricorn, normally you tend to be very spiritually oriented, but today you might find metaphysical concepts of all kinds rather baffling. Whether these are ideas that you've embraced for a long time or new ones that you've just discovered, you may find a nagging little doubt creeping in, temporarily causing your faith to waver. This is a healthy development, however, a little doubt now and then can weed out concepts that don't work for you and reaffirm your belief in the others. Aquarius, today you might learn something about a friend that could be rather disconcerting. There could be a dark side to this person that you wasn't previously aware of, and this could cause you to want to withdraw for a while and reevaluate your involvement with this individual. When considering it, remember that we all have our dark sides. Could what you have discovered simply be this factor, or does this go far beyond it for you? Please think about it. Pisces, outside responsibilities might temporarily interfere with your love life. You may feel a strong desire to get together with a love partner in the morning, but circumstances could necessitate you to work at odd hours. This can be frustrating as you've been looking forward to this for a long time, but you could meet with your friend later in the evening. Don't be afraid to ask. Most people understand when situations like this come up. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, 30th of December 2025. Do have yourself a wonderful day.
Well, Well, hello there and good morning. Here we are, the final day in the year 2025, and we've made it. We have made it. This is not something to take for granted, but I promise you, we've got a wonderful show all lined up for you this morning. But first, let's go over to our news department.
Good morning. Venezuela is accusing the United States of state piracy after the seizure of 2 oil tankers, part of 28 armed attacks on civilian vessels in 4 months that have left over 100 dead, escalating a Caribbean crisis that Caracas warns could trigger global energy market turmoil and spark a wider conflict.
Even the crew of the tanker, we don't know nothing about them. We don't have any information about where is the product. Of course, they decided to took it, but we need to know about the crew, the tripulation there. We don't have any information about them.
The U.S. has yet to provide any evidence of drug trafficking from the vessels attacked and seized. In response to these attacks, Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro condemned the U.S. military deployment as an illegal threat of force violating the United Nations Charter and the Regional Zone of Peace agreements. The Forestry Department here has condemned what it describes as a shocking and disturbing act of wildlife cruelty after a video circulated on social media showing at least 5 St. Lucia boas, also known as têtes, being brutally killed by members of the public. In the footage, the protected snakes are seen being bludgeoned with a stick and struck with a large rock to ensure their deaths. The Forestry Department says the incident is a serious offense under the Wildlife Protection Act and has pledged to pursue the maximum penalties against those responsible. The St. Lucia boa is a non-venomous endemic species listed as protected wildlife. Officials stress the animal possesses no threat to humans and plays a vital role in controlling rat populations, helping to reduce the spread of diseases such as leptospirosis. The department is working closely with police and arrests are expected. Offenders face fines of up to $5,000 per animal, imprisonment, or both. Authorities also warned that hurting, hunting, selling, or consuming boa meat is illegal and urged the public to contact the Forestry Department for assistance rather than harming protected wildlife. In a stark New Year's warning, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres declared the world is facing its highest level of global instability since World War II, urgently demanding leaders shift resources from record military spending to confront spreading conflicts, poverty, as well as climate chaos.
On this new year, let's resolve to get our priorities straight. A safer world begins by investing more in fighting poverty and less in fighting wars.
As 2026 begins, Mr. Gutierrez reminded leaders that peace is not a luxury item, it's an investment and one the world can no longer afford to neglect. From drafting legal opinions to driving down electricity bills, Thecla Lewis has electrified Jamaica's future, now as the first woman in nearly 30 years to become Deputy Director General of the Office of Utilities Regulation. She's harnessing solar power and mentoring a new generation to transform the nation's energy landscape.
As the Deputy Director General in the Office of Utilities Regulation, I am responsible for the legal department and the Consumer and Public Affairs Department. I am the first female Deputy Director General of the OUR, as we say in Jamaica, since its history, and we are coming up on 30 years. So it was indeed an honor to be in that position as well, for the recognition of the work which I have done in that field and to actually contribute to a nation.
She emphasizes challenges are just opportunities in disguise, and with mentorship, perseverance, anyone can impact a nation. As she proudly accepts her CARICOM WISE Award 2025, Thecla Lewis proves that with determination, a bit of legal prowess, and a passion for nation building, women can shine brighter than the Caribbean sun. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Awesome. Thank you, Newsroom. We need to take a break. We'll be back. Right, and there is something that a lot of the times when we get to that part of the year, when we're rounding up, when we're getting set to head into another year, a lot of people battle with themselves, mentally and otherwise, because sometimes at that juncture, people's bodies start to tell them something, and they start to, feel guilty, start to feel anxious about what it is that their body is saying, and we just wanted to get the professional to enlighten you a little bit, to let you know that no, there's nothing wrong with you. No, you're not lazy. It is a real thing. The body needing to reset after a whole year of interacting all sorts of energies and all of that is actually a real thing. So if your body is knocking on your door right now and telling you something, there's absolutely no need to feel any type of way. So we caught up with one of the professionals, Mr. Patrick Fearon, enlightened us a little bit. As we round off another year, we're about to pull the curtains over 2025 and head into 2026. And it's been a while now. I'm here with Mr. Patrick Fearon, and those of you who knows him will probably get an instant idea as to why we are here, because we really want to tackle the importance of reset. When you're rounding off something and you're heading, especially a full year where you've had to deal with all sorts of things, and then you're about to head into a brand new year, the importance on your mental, your psyche, in terms of resetting to be able to start afresh. How important is that? How critical is that? Is that a thing, because some of us think it is. Some of us underscores the importance of being able to do that on a personal level. But some people are not too sure. Some people are thinking, well, it's just a myth or it's just it's a thing. But the expert is here, and he's going to guide us to if it's a myth or if it's something that is worth considering. Mr. Fearon, happy holidays. And of course, we want to wish you the best moving into 2026 as well. But thank you very much for agreeing to have that conversation with us.
Okay, thank you, Maureen. And it's totally my pleasure, my joy to be here to share some things on this vital topic of resetting. Now, you ask, is it a myth, as some people might suppose, or is this a real aspect of what we ought to be doing, who we are as persons?
Yes.
It definitely is not a myth. But just look at some very basic general concepts in life. We all know what a motor vehicle is.
Right.
And we're driving from one day into the next, into another week, into another month. Mm-hmm. Every one of us knows that sooner or later, we'll have to pull over and do a reset. Otherwise, we'll just keep going and going and going. Before we know it, the vehicle would fall totally apart. Yes. So it is something that is built into who we are as persons, created into who we are as persons. And it is something that is so valuable, especially at this time of the year. Now, some people may not be too much in tune with, okay, it's a new year, resolutions, let's try to do this again. But that's not the issue. The issue is we have gone through a year.
Yeah.
We're now at today. A new year faces us. Some of us must be at that place where you recognize that emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, things have not been what we would like them to be. And in that instance, what we recognize that's needed, it's a reset.
Yeah.
You do that assessment, your purpose, who you are. And you have that as your frame of reference as you go through each day, knowing that you are a part of the bigger system, of the bigger body. You're part of the whole. And if you concentrate then on being your best self, knowing that it is going to bear fruit in furtherance of this system, the whole body, then you're at a great place. Now, because we're flesh and blood and we're susceptible to all kinds of things, ever so often on this journey, we'll realize that we're not measuring up or something is lacking and I need something else. And that is where we have the reset. That is where you pull over and say, I know I'm the heart or I'm the lungs, but I hear a knocking, I hear a wheezing. And I'm not so sure what that is. But you go to the source and there will be persons in the system who are trained, qualified. Like the other day I got my car, I had to spend a few $1,000s, but it got up and running again as new. There are persons equipped in every part of a dimension of society who will be able to do what needs to be done and to get you back up and running. And that is what we need. And if we can build this into the curriculum, into the thinking pattern as to who we are as persons, as a society, then we're at a good place. And any time we find ourselves being, because we're keeping a record as to how we're doing, when we find ourselves deviating any way from what we ought to be doing in terms of our goal and who we are, then we know we need a reset. We need that reset. Mm-hmm.
So, in closing, a reset is not a myth. It's absolutely necessary. And this is a professional himself letting you know in his line of work that is absolutely something that is needed as a human being. You need to reset. So don't feel guilty. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty. If you feel the need to pull over and check on your parts, now is the time to do so. That's when you're feeling it. Don't feel guilty. Do just that. And then you'll be able to come back and operate at your optimum self.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. Mr. Fearon, thank you.
My pleasure.
Start off this morning, one of our family members around here at DBS, we had to afford her the privilege of being able to send her little New Year's wishes to you. And a lot of you guys, I'm sure you'll be seeing her in the year coming up as well. But Frances, stopped in by the studio and we said, listen, man, it's your time. It's your turn to beat the country and the nation what it is you. And trust me, she beat us some good things. So we're not living it there at all. And of course, friends, stunned family of DBS, when we rung up another year, when they pass on through, we profit the opportunity to just mingle, mix with our family members. And of course, Frances Rob here, let me tell you, everybody in DBS get rubber. Everybody in DBS get rubber. And if you ain't get rubber in DBS, you didn't want. I promise you that. Frances, we appreciate you so much over here. I mean, you've partnered with us in so many ways and continue to partner with us. And we are looking forward to more in 2026. We know you're going to continue to be with us. But, we just wanted to profit the opportunity. What was the year like for you, really? What are you looking forward to in the new year?
Okay, for the new year, I'm looking forward a lot because it will be my month. January will be my birthday. Oh. So I'm looking forward that God can bless me, open my door for my business wider so that I can do donation to all my people I have been giving out. I'm asking the Lord to help me, give me strength to take care of my children, my family, my friends, and also to bless everyone who is coming to my business to have a massage, asking the Lord to bless them and have them get back on their foot and to go back and tell people how Frances Rob is working on them and bring them back on their foot. That's what I'm asking the Lord. I'm praying for all my friends and especially the friends at DBS, loving, sweetheart people. Ask the Lord to bless all of them, the business. Let it continue go proper. And all of us has to get together for the new year to love one another and to look after one another for the new year. And I'm asking God to bless the whole of St. Lucia and also to the Prime Minister and all cabinet ministers to do a good work for us for the new year. I'm asking them that and pray for them. And also all deacon, priests and bishop and all those who are sick on the hospital bed and those who don't have food to get to eat so that we can look after them for the new year and do St. Lucia a better St. Lucia.
Oh gosh, that's a powerful message. We're leaving it right there. Auntie, all the best. And I pray and I definitely allude to that.
Welcome to your Holistic Path to Wellness with Dr. Tanya.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tanya Bobrin of the Satya Center for Functional and Integrative Medicine, and today I want to talk about labs. So many times patients and clients come to me and tell me, Doc, I just don't feel right. Something is off. I don't feel like myself. I feel like a shell of myself, but my labs are normal. So I'm okay, right? But I still don't feel right. So what can you do, or what can I do to help? And I want to discuss the concept of functional ranges, or optimal ranges that we use in functional medicine. A lab range has a very wide range in normal conventional medicine, and most of us have been trained to look at it when it's either too low than the lowest level or higher than the highest level. Then it's out of range, and that's when we assume there's a problem. But what if it's very close to it's still within the range, but it's very close to the lowest limit, or it's very close to the upper limit? If we start to look at getting our labs in the mid-range of normal, which is what we call optimal ranges, then that's when I know that you're functioning at your best. So we aim for optimal ranges in, I would say, most of your labs. So when I look at a lab result, I do look for when there is red, which is what most people tell me. There's no red on my labs, which is when it's totally out of range. But I also look at whether it's too close to the lowest limit or the upper limit. I look for mid-range. And if many of your labs are out of it, then I know you're not functioning optimally. And from that, I can detect a pattern. And then, hopefully, see where we can get you to optimal ranges. But it's important that you know your numbers, and it is also important that we test correctly. So we have an internationally accredited lab on island with lab services. So we know that the lab tests are being done according to international standards. But we also need to be able to know that we are testing the proper labs for you. You know, many times, just depending on who you see, if you see a specialist, they're going to test the labs that are for their specialty. So maybe the cardiologist will do certain labs that they will want to look at. The neurologist may look for something else. The gynecologist will look for something else. What I like to do is to take everything and look at it as one, because you are a multi-dimensional person. You're not just bits and bobs of a person. I have to put everything, because you're a whole person. The other thing I want to discuss is, how do we get you to optimal range? And that is mainly lifestyle. Most of the time, patients want a quick fix. They want a prescription. They want me to tell them, you know, the prescription will fix it. But lifestyle is your most important medicine. To optimize your well-being, what you can do, first and foremost, is look at how you're nourishing yourself. What are you putting into your body? What type of foods are you eating? Are you eating clean, whole, unprocessed foods? Are you drinking adequate amounts of water? Are you exercising consistently? Are you looking at what you're putting on your body as well, what your environment has around it? Are you breathing in toxins from your environment? And the other step, and these are all pillars of my More Joy method, because I truly believe that to optimize health, we must look at physical, emotional, and spiritual lives, because we are, as I said, multidimensional. So are we looking at the emotional part? Are you managing your stress in a healthy way? Most of the time we either ignore the stress, or we take a glass of wine, you know, happy hour, and I'll feel good after, or I will take a tablet to help me sleep better. But these are not healthy ways of addressing the root cause. It might work for a quick fix, but it is not looking for sustained healing. So we want to make sure that you're getting 7 to 9 hours of deep restorative sleep, that your stress levels are being managed in a healthy way, that you know, talking about self-worth, are you owning your passion and your power and your purpose? We also talk about the soul joy pillar of the method, where we nourish your connections. Do you have a daily spiritual practice where you connect with something deeper than yourself? Do you have a meditation practice? Are you journaling? Are you connected with your family and friends? Do you have what we call this work-life balance? Are we working too much and neglecting another part, or are we neglecting some? We always feel like we're neglecting something. Are we able to just find a balance? And the most important part is the connection with ourselves. Are we truly connected to who we are. Self-love, self-care, self-forgiveness, self-awareness. Do we own who we are? So many times we live in the past. I wish I had done this. I wish I hadn't done this. This is your call now to forgive yourself, because self-forgiveness is a very, very powerful healing tool. And I want us to start to use that tool to heal our bodies and our lives.
Right, and even our good friend Dr. Barbara, we want to wish her the best as well. She's always on us about that as well, ensuring that our holistic health is sought after, taking care of that mental part of us as well. So you know what, it is a thing, and I hope that persons are going to start, putting some more effort into, paying attention to that side of their well-being and existence as well. As a matter of fact, we had quite an extensive conversation with Dr. Fearon, and it is our hope, and we're going to keep you in tune as well as to when it is, we may be able to run the entire thing here on DBS, because we're about that live, so it will be beneficial to some. So we're going to find a day, and we are definitely going to show you the rest of that conversation as well. But for now, this is our final day in the year 2025, and what a wonderful and awesome year it has been for the morning show. I mean, oh God, it's been a roller coaster ride, but all in all, I think the impact that this morning show has had on a lot of the viewers, it way surpasses any of the ups and downs we could have experienced within that platform in putting it together. And so we want to take the opportunity from ourselves here, everybody included, Jaden, everybody included, who always ensure that we come together to put this awesome morning show together. We want to say thank you very much for viewing. We want to say thank you for choosing every morning to wake up and tune into us and ensure that we are the energy that you take into the rest of the day with. We appreciate you, and we're looking forward to being back again with you in the new year, and you being back here with us full 100. We plan to make it another awesome and bumper 2026. So we look forward to that, and all the best. That's our wish to you.